What's going on, trendsetters? Welcome back. After last episode's dilemma, I've had a brainwave. Well, it's taken me all day really to have a brainwave. Oh, Blister's just turned up. Hey. Sup, dog? And we'll show you what we're going to do here. Rare occasion here, I'm actually doing something. So our Toyota Stout bloody steering column, we had to shorten about 8,000 feet. Oh, there's the other end of it. That's how long it was originally, because it used to be, you're in the front of a Toyota Stout, not in the rear. So now we're just making it bloody fit our bloody dimensions. How'd you go, mate, to get hold of it? Yeah, look at that. Righto. Now, buddy, what you like here is I've incorporated somehow, Mr. Nuriaki Toyota made that tube fit in the original Essex hanger, so we've bloody left all that. So you see them guys that put like bloody Commodore and plastic columns in their hot rod, they look stupid. We're not doing that. Bloody, we're making it bloody unreal. Oh. So we've got our, come with the deal. We're going to change the badge, obviously, but we've got, which I think's a fairly traditional looking bloody steering wheel. Well, it's what we got, so it's what we're using. All right, get in there, mate. Is that a good steering position?
Yeah, that's where it's going.
We've made it, buddy. Made it fair. Oh, mate, you look, buddy. Oh, yeah. You look like John Travolta in bloody Grease or something.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't look like Sandy. She's not bloody doing too good, but old Olivia. All right, so now we've got to bloody trim the shaft. And I'm going to TIG the spline off that one onto that one. Then we're going to have bloody steering. Oh, I didn't show them that. We've made a... Oh, hang on. Where's my bloody light? Hang on, you bastards. I'll figure it out to this. Oh, yeah, look at that. So we've made a bracket to hold our steering box. It's going to go down to the chassis. We've got the pedals sitting in there. So we've made progress. We've got steering arm going through the firewall, which is a bit of Kenworth cab over gear stick rod that I found in the graveyard. So that goes down to the bloody steering, which we'll show you later on. That's where we're at, but steering now works, thank God. Just needed a bloody few beers, a bit of bloody internet, and we've come up with a solution. So, all right, we'll get this bloody wheel on, and then pedals where we want them, and then what? Got anything to add?
No, something else.
Nah, nothing to add? No, you're bloody really good contribution person here today.
Yeah, buddy.
You can see the enthusiasm.
No energy left.
Oh, buddy, we're flogging you at work, are they? Or you're just flogging yourself?
Yeah, just flogging myself.
Yeah, at least you're honest. Yeah. Everyone does it, mate. Anyone says they don't, it's a lie. All right, we'll chop stuff. Everyone be very quiet. Bit of bloody tigging on Hall Ass Garage. Never thought you'd bloody see that, did you?
First time? This is the first.
Yeah, probably is. The bloody TIG operator's pretty hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Good enough heat in it, mate. Good enough tungsten or whatever it fucking is.
Turn up the tungsten.
This is all what? Like,
I've got enough to rest my hand on here.
Oh, I haven't freehand, mate.
It's not going to work.
Freehand. Come on, I've bloody got the camera on there. You're not
Yeah.
All right, get her up. Yeah, fucking ace. All you can see is a bright light. No one can really see anything, but I probably shouldn't really be looking at that, should I?
No, it's pretty good blind.
There you go.
Nothing to rest on, mate. But need to turn the
Fucking old bird shit on it.
turn the shaft, bro.
Oh, here we go. Righto.
Watch it.
No, let me I'll get some room, mate. Now I'll go from the other side. I want to be in your dance space. Whoa. Righto, we'll sneak in over here. Oh, can I zoom up? Oh, yeah. See how his puddle's going. Yeah, there's a bit of smoke coming off her. Oh, yeah, plenty of penetration there, mate. Yeah. Old penetrator.
What's this kid?
Alright, got a local big rigger.
Slick.
You've seen enough. Righto, players. Next day, we got a bit sidetracked the other night, and I've got the day off today, so we're doing some daytime work, so you might actually be able to see what we're doing. So we've got our steering shaft that goes, I don't know if you can see that, up to the box. So a bit of thanks to old Mr. Kenton Worthington, Mr. Kenworth, for making some thick wall, heavy duty tube. It's going to be our steering arm, so we're going to drill holes in that, plug weld it there. We might actually weld a brace on it as well. Not that it'll ever fall off, but you never be too safe with the old steering componentry. And I've got new brake stuff coming from Burson's for the brake pads and master cylinder and stuff. So I've got that pulled apart. Hopefully they turn up today. And then our bloody goal of having the steering working and the brakes by bloody Sunday might be a thing. So we've got, I don't know if I ran through this the other night. Oh, mate, got the steering wheel on. So we're just going to get a bearing from the bearing shop and put in there. And we've got it all in. We've got a bracket there, which we're going to make that bolt onto the chassis, and then we'll put another brace on that steering box. We're thinking we might run a bar across here and have the battery mounted in up under the dash. So there's not too many spots we can put it. We could probably put it up under the seat here, but I think that'll be a pain in the ass. I think if we just put it up in under there, it'll be easy to get to, and when we wire it and whatever. And yeah, so that's what we're sort of thinking at the moment. So a little frame in behind the firewall there. And today I've bought some 100mm plate. We're gonna box all that in. Once we'll probably get it rolling and lift the cab off and get that happening. So I've got the brake master cylinder coming, so we'll plate that and get all that happening. And then what else are we going to do? We've got more chassis boxing to do once we get the cab off. The Sparrows have turned up right on time, my little mates. So, oh, excuse me. Brakes today, but we do have bloody steering. Oh, you can even bloody see it work. Oh, look at that. Righto, wheel number 2. Now these old bastards, for some reason, have got twin bloody cylinders. Not sure if that's going to be good or bad for stopping, but it's got them. So, got the wheel off there. And I wonder why this thing never rolled. Someone obviously had this axle apart before. When I pulled the wheel off, this bearing was on backwards somehow inside the wheel. I pulled the wheel off, the bearing's still in. I'm like, what? So, luckily we pulled that apart and just roll with it like we normally would have. There's always been someone there before you fiddling around in most cases on these terrible parts you buy off bloody marketplace. Anyway, glad we found that. Now it'll probably roll a lot better than what it did, because it was always hard to roll. I'm like, that's weird. All right, I'm gonna pull these bloody split pins and bolts out, get this backing plate off, and hopefully right on cue, they ring me and tell me my brake parts are ready so I can assemble it before I lose all the parts. Stay tuned. Righto, bolts undone. So, oh yeah, and it does come on. Oh. So she's got the bloody twin bloody lines. That's obviously for high performance braking. So the old hound dog is going to bloody stop on a dime, I'm sure, with this 1960s technology from Mr. Hariaki Toyota son. So we've got some new bearings there for it. We're going to bang them on. All right, hopefully the brake man rings us and we can do stuff.
Righto. What we got going on here, buddy?
Oh, well, we've got our brakes back. Thanks to the boys at ABS Ship today. I took the bloody plates in there and they actually put all the pads on and everything so I didn't get a spring in my eye. So we've got bloody new pads. We've got new cylinders. We've got bloody bearings. We've just repacked. And now I'm the grease guy. And old Blitzer's turned up right on time.
Yeah.
He's already done the other side. He's decided he's going to do something, which is hold my new camera. Now he's going to put the wheel on.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to put this bearing in. Very exciting stuff at Hall Ice Garage right now. We'll do that.
All right.
Righto. Bloody wheels back on. They look fabulous. Covered in dirt and stuff. New bearings. Got he trimmed up. Yeah. Got the helpery, old blister. You want to say something today, do you? Or? No, you're right. You just want to be a smarty, do you?
Yeah.
Ah, right, that's all right. Who did it all? Oh, me, that's all right. Alright, so that's all done. Now we can sit our pedals where we want them, lift the cab off, and the master cylinder didn't turn up today, which is a bit of a shame. And we can start boxing all that out and doing stuff, which I'll probably do, and these two will probably laugh at me. Have a look at them. What is your actual purpose, you two? Just hang shit on me, or?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, yeah, no. Thanks for the contribution. No, bloody good. Bloody young blokes. Righto. We'll rig this up, and then it's getting a bit dark now, so... Well, not really, but it's pretty... Beers are going out pretty good. Buddy, it's going to be all happening tomorrow, though. All right. Yeah. Fuck my life. Come on. There we go. Here we go. There you go. Oh yeah. That's happening. Ah. Oh yeah. Righto, Saturday morning. It is a bloody glorious day in the western suburbs for a change. Be able to actually get some work done today for a change. So cabin off, and then I'll run you through what we're doing here today. Let's rip into it. Bloody how good a hot rod. You can lift the cab off so you don't have to bloody lay under the car. So today we're going to, I've lifted the gearbox up because it was a bit low. So we're going to make gearbox. I've got the original Falcon one there. So we're going to make tabs off the chassis here somewhere. Hopefully our fabricator turns up soon, that'd be handy. And then get all that boxed in. Then we're going to sort these pedal dilemma out. And then, oh, I've got to fix my tail shaft. Look at this, what a penis. So the yoke that end, this guy, let's follow it down. Lucky that only took 3 hours. Anyway, these things will happen. So let's rip into it. Righto. Hound dog cab off. Looks like bloody Hiroshima's gone off here. We've got small blocks and top loaders. Shit going everywhere. Our fabricator has managed to turn up, and he's off slider. What did you two get up to last night? You want to talk about it, or? Nah, not pretty quiet, was it? Turn up at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Look, you're not going for $20.
$20 is like, yeah, old mate's got a new shirt. I know they're $20 at Big W, so I know what's going on here. Got to do what you got to do in these times. So old mate's finishing boxing the chassis off, and he's going to finish that up. Then I'm going to make new spaces out of tube for the axle and get about 8-degree rake. So instead of these nuts we just put on there to put it together, we're going to make some nice bloody bits of tube up for it. Get about 8 degrees in it so it steers good and follows centre down the road. Then we should be able to slam it all back together, get the pedals happening, trim the pedals up. Pedals are trimmed, made little tabs we're going to weld off the bottom, drill a hole in here for our brake and our clutch. I've made a clutch rod somewhere. It's going to, oh, I've put that cross member in today. And, oh, here it is. I've made made bloody a bar, which I'll show you later, which is going to go along the back. So we've got manual clutch, no hydro board. So, all right, we'll keep plugging away here. Oh, we managed to put a hole in the radiator, lifting the engine in. That's handy. Unbelievable. Right, we're on the way there, making bushes for the front end. I won't bore you to death and do it all, but we're going to make 8 of these bastards. So we'll just keep plugging away. Oh, another one done. Righto. Got our spacers made. It's looking a lot better than what we had. Bolts are trimmed. Boys have bloody got the chassis boxed up. Ready to slam it back together and make the clutch work. And no doubt we'll forget about that hole in the radiator. And when we fill it up with water, we'll worry about that then. So we're going to have a beer. Got the kegerator going. Bloody glorious day. What we've normally had. You Victorians know what we're talking about. The other blokes will be thinking this is weird, but anyway, we'll get that sorted. Bloody get her up. Have a look at this horse shit. Oh yeah, it's going to be 19 and sunny today. Unbelievable. It's blowing a gale. We struggled with a bit of wind yesterday, but at least it was nice. And it's terrible again. Who would have thought? Good on you, Victoria. Alright, so we did some welding in the wind yesterday, or our fabricator guy did. We're all boxed now, bloody fully legit. We've got this blue box for the to go into the cab. Maybe the metal purchaser guy didn't buy enough, so we're gonna have to get creative here. So as you might remember from the earlier videos, that used to be wood where it bolts onto the chassis. Had like a bit of 2x4 or something, and that was all rotten out, and the old bloody 80-year-old bolts were down to bloody nothing. So we're going to replace that with steels, stiffen her up in a bit. So I might have to go buy another bit of that, because we're going to put that on there and weld that to the cab. That'll be a bit stronger than the old bloody wood it had. And then I think we're nearly ready to put the motor back together. Some gentlemen turned up yesterday. We're keen for a beer, so when that normally happens around here, production stops, and it did. Front axle is ready to go in. Pretty happy with it. It's come up. You've already seen we've got all the new brakes and everything on. So actually, I should put the brake hoses on. I've got brake hoses somewhere. Where are they? Over here. So the boys in at ABS Shep have whipped me up somebody. We got new brake lines, and they've made me up some hard lines. We're just going to bloody jig in there. So the master cylinder hopefully turns up tomorrow. We're going to try see if we can find one to make a template to make the plate. We'll show you all about that later. All right, we're going to start slamming this thing together, and hopefully it doesn't rain on us, which I reckon it's going to be great for an already bare metal car. Righto, grab another beer. Stay tuned. Live bloody action here. Front axle's going back in. Got our chief engineer on the job up the front here. Yeah, no, he's having dramas. Righto, bloody axle back in. Fully tightened, bloody pins greased. Gotta get some nylock nuts for these front boys, but anyway, that's looking a lot bloody better. They're bushes instead of our rando nuts. Got our hoses on. Just got to wait for the tabs for the to go on the chassis for the brake line. And now we're going to tackle these bars under the cab. So we're going to lift up the bloody cab there, see how far forward they go. We didn't check it, did we? Nah. How you going today?
Good as always.
Good as always. Oh, he's psyched again, boys. Righto, so we'll do that. See where we're at. Righto, making bloody linkages for our clutch pedal and clutch and brake pedal. It's going to go up there to our pedal box. So I'll get these drilled out. Show you what we're up to. Look. Alright, one pedal welded up. Had to pull it apart so we didn't melt the bushings out of it. Of course, everything was rusty. That took about 10 years. And a good old fab boy here. Raising up the other one. How's it going there, Fab man?
Oh, it's going.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Getting there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going well.
Yeah.
Do both sides, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go chuck that in the water bucket. We'll bloody get back to you. Alright, after lots of measuring and cutting and farting around, we've got the pedals tucked in. And oh, I don't even show them the things on the bottom. But yeah, well, I think I showed them drilling them. Anyway, they're attached now. So we've got our clutch right under there. Well, that's our brake one. Our brake cylinder, which I had one here somewhere. Where'd that go? Grab me that cylinder there. Matthew. So our brake cylinder's going to go backwards. Hang on, I'm trying to film and do stuff. We're going to make a bracket there for our cylinder, so it's just under the seat, so we can fill it up with fluid. Buddy, oh yeah, there you can see. We've got a rose joint in there, so we'll make a nice little rod up for that. Now, old mate's going to glue it all in good. And then I'm pretty sure we can put the motor and box back in to make our clutch setup work. And we should be golden. We're going to see how strong this pedal box is. We might have to brace it back to this body brace, but we'll see how our glue boy goes here. You feeling confident today there, glue boy?
Yeah, no, all good.
Oh, that's good. Good. Is it, like, just let us know how beaming with confidence this man is.
Yeah, no, all good today.
Just can put a sparker up his butthole or something, I think. Get him going a bit.
All good.
Yeah, righto. Glue her up, bruh. What's this going to be, a vertical down or a vertical up?
Bit of a vert down, mate.
Bit of a vert down.
Bit cold for this application, but
Oh, is it? Just let me know if you need me to step in. Oh, how's he going here? How are we looking? Oh, I can't even see the camera. Where am I looking? Oh, I think I'll tell you what. He's pretty good. Right on cue, the compressor started. He's getting better. Taught by a gun, I suppose. What chance did he have? You got yourself here there, Kel.
bloody choice here for full time.
Ooh, future project on Haul Ask Garage coming up here.
Oof.
We found a $500 9-inch on bloody Marketplace, and Maddie's brought it up for us. Decided we're going to pinch the ladder bars off it, put on the hound dog so we don't do diff slappers with the bloody old stout springs we're using at the back. Oh, it's even chromed. It's 800 wide, that's why no one wanted it, but we'll repurpose it for something like we always do. It's, because the diff's 8,000 feet wide, we're going to throw it on the outside. Put it up under the running boards there. Oh, there'll be no diff bouncies for bloody old spring wrap. Cheap investment for doing burnies. Oh, and it'll be unreal a drag strip for our 17.5 pass. We'll run with that big 305 up the front maybe. Hooking up on them 4-inch tyres. So we're going to get them off, make some brackets up for them while we're cabs off. And I think we can put the donkey in. Probably should paint something, but we'll just make it work, I think. So that's where we're at currently. All right. So now this probably makes a bit more sense. So we've got our two bearings there. We've got our rod going down to our modified bloody pedal box. So when you push this bastard, that pushes that back. And now we're going to make one on this side. Oh, I can't get high. Push that clutch pedal there, Peony boy. Ooh, that's like some proper engineering a whole last garage though. And I bought new bearings. I didn't even use crap we had laying around, so I'd like a comment for that. Pretty impressed with myself. Right, so now we're going to make another bar on this side, and the rod's going to go through, and we're going to make a little tab on here. And I bought bloody new rose joints. The bloody money I'm spending on this show for China boy stuff, the bearing blokes nearly fell over. All right, we'll make a couple more tabs and see if this rod bends in half because it's not thick enough because it's only all thread, or what fails, or it works amazingly, which I think it will. Righto. All right, test one. What we thought was going to bend the rod, so we've put a bit of box. Oh yeah, nice plug weld there, boys. Oh, plugger. Look at him go. Righto. Spin it round. Oh, I'll turn it round. Can't do everything, mate.
No.
Can't film and bloody production manager. Hang on, I ain't gonna on that. Great. Anyway.
That's good.
A few sparks in my beer there. But keep the iron content up, mate. Bloody hell, not going too good here. Come on, plugger. Yeah, good job, mate. Yeah, run over to the bloody water trough and tuck that in near the tap over there. So, I don't know where we got to, but test one was bending the rod, like old mate's roddy.
Old bending the rod.
Old bendy rod. So we've,
That side was alright.
that side was alright.
Bit too much force.
The pulley was alright, the pushy, when you're trying to push it where it shouldn't go, bends the rod.
Yeah.
Problem I have often. So, oh, we didn't run. Oh, running through the gears, mate. Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh, they work.
People have, oh, yeah.
Oh, look, second.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bloody beautiful. Yeah, it's right over. It's in a dumb spot in this shifter. Yeah, that one. There you go. Got all the cogs. And after all our starter dilemma, the boys told me it was an offset starter. It actually had another hole in the block for the thing, so I had to spare one at the shed. And I put all the shims under it, so we'll see how that turns out. We were going to try and drive it today, but we've got no way of steering it really easy.
Without the cab on.
Yeah, see, it still might happen yet. I'll have a few more of these bastards, I'll come up with something. If this works though,
Go on there, buddy.
probably have to turn this camera off, I'll have to have a bit of alone time. Righto, not a religious man, but say a little prayer at home. Righto, let's see if she works, bro.
Alright.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, what's it going?
Oi!
There we go.
Hello, Shirley. Ooh, how's the pedal feel, mate?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Pretty good. Here's your actual use that old soft clutch, bloody old pussy Hilux clutch. And push him with your bloody finger. Oh, that's a goer.
Pretty good.
All right, so we've made a few different ratios there and different holes, and we found out that that one there, we had it right down, but it was really hard, which sort of makes sense. It's more leverage, so we put it on there. So, your bloody pedal box. How much would you expect to pay for a hot rod pedal box? These guys build hot rods properly.
Couple $100, I reckon.
800 clams.
Yeah.
And then you got to buy the pads for the top and all that. So thanks to General Motors Holden for allowing us to flip that up the other way and weld stuff to it. It cost us $0. Thanks to the boys at Shep City Bearings who seen me coming the other day and reamed me for buying new stuff. They didn't even know who I was. Like, who's this guy buying? I actually bought wheel bearings and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, right.
Bloody rod ends and bloody pillow block bearings, and anyway, it was worth it. It was about $40 for all them.
$40,
I said, give me your full China boy stuff with damaged boxes, and that's what they come up with. So that is bloody unreal. I'm very happy with that. I've had this Bellhausen about 20 years, and as you can see, we've had inspection holes cut in it. I could never make it work with a hydraulic thing. Or when it got hot, it would work fine at home. Then you go to the drag or something, and the fluid would get hot, and it wouldn't change gear, and you just look like a total doodle. But that's not unusual for me. All right, so tomorrow we'll get the brake master cylinder, and we're going to make a plate up on the back here. So the brake servo will go in there. We're going to brace this up to that cross member, and we've got to find the bit that we didn't actually need to cut out in the schmozzle of a shed and weld that back in, because we didn't really need to take it out, but we didn't really know. And what else? Oh, bloody other stuff. So as you'll see, hot rods, guys with hot rods, when they actually do go to a vet and they dump the clutch, and the diff nearly ends up out in the road because it's got like bloody springs from 1930. Old mate's bloody rigged up these ladder bars from a diff that Matty bought us. It's got brackets up the front.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. So we're gonna have.
$50 section.
Oh yeah, he's bloody.
Mounts.
Oh yes.
Bloody good.
Oh yeah. So we use the old mounts off the engine mounts for. LS engine mounts. Oh, the ones for the wagon. The one, the kit. So we actually repurposed them. So there'll be no diff bouncing for the rod at Chopped. And if you've got Jaguar rear coilovers, the Jags and the original ones come with 4 coilovers on the diffs. If you've got some of them in your shed, we need them. I want to put some on the back and some on the front to try and stiffen this up, because we're going to put a hydraulic handbrake in it. So when I turn up the drags on, just whiz past him, then pull the hydraulic handbrake and loop it out. And hopefully it doesn't land on its lid. So that's why we need some coilovers. So that's the plan with that. What else? Thanks everyone buying a shirt.
Thanks, boys.
Appreciate that. We've had a few come in from the pub. Looking good, boys. I haven't heard it's going with the ladies. I'm sure it's going well. And so next ep, I reckon we brakes working, and I've got to fix my tail shaft. Didn't get time to do that today. Always took a lot longer than what we thought today, but we have actually achieved something. The bloody clutch works. Old bloody mate's come and turned up. He's bloody ripping into it. He's going good. Yeah, he hasn't stopped all day. Started at lunchtime, but hasn't stopped all day anyway. Oh, it might have been a bit early. Might have been 10:30. All right. So thanks to the boys at Shep City Bearings. Thanks to the boys from ABS for putting them brake windings on the other day. Of course, thanks to our boys at Burson's and Team Burson. And if you're not on Burson's Garage, thanks to the Steve-O Army for buying a shirt. It's only 2 weekends, I think.
2 weeks.
2 weeks till we fly over. Yeah. So buy some more shirts.
Up the jet.
So, because the actual exchange rate, if at the moment, if we give them 10 grand, we get like $6,600 US. So every shirt will help us buy fuel for Steve-O, accommodation, bloody sody pops for this guy. Yeah. I'll only be drinking water and soft drink only. So all right, we'll leave it there. If you've got Jag coilovers, or you know someone's got some, or where we can get some, let us know.
For nothing.
What else do we? Yeah, we don't want to pay. we haven't got any money. Or we'll swap you a shirt for them or something. That'll even be better.
Yeah, do that.
So we'll leave it there. What else? I think it's about it. People are probably sick of looking at us like, what are you doing? But anyway. I want to say another thanks to my boys at Kubota Australia. I learnt something today. Mr. Digarachi over here. The boys at Kubota. Have a look at this bastard. Cup holder. Fits a skewy. Boys. It was worth the price of admission for that. So we've been lifted and stuff with Mr. Kubota today, Mr. Digarachi. And we managed to tip trans oil and everything when we lifted the motor back in today. It just all comes sailing out the back like the Exxon Valdez.
I'm sure the radiators are up.
Oh yeah, we've got to weld that up. Anyway, we'll sort it out. All right. Thanks for watching this great production.
Watch another.
Just remember, boys, it's a rodder's life.